Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I'm your host, Scott. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. So, hope you're warm. I finally had snow. um, and a lot of people have snow around the United States of America. Stay warm if you can. Uh, so, this is going to be a shorter episode, but I'm going to talk about the NFL football games, my predictions for Wild Card Weekend, and the Buffalo Bills Steelers game was moved to Monday because of bad weather. I don't really have a team to root for this year. I just want to have good football. I do have predictions though, and then I don't know, but we kick off, which. We got two games today. We kick off. Excuse me. We kick off with the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans in Houston. I want Cleveland to win. With Joe Flacco at the helm of the Browns. I would like to see them advance. I really do. Then later tonight on Peacock, we have Miami in Kansas City against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's gonna be a good game. I hope. But I would like the Miami Dolphins to win. For the sole reason because everybody is bringing up the stat that the Dolphins don't win in cold weather. And, I'm like, you know what? Let's change the script. Let's have them actually finally win in cold weather and send the Kansas City Chiefs packing. Then tomorrow's game, we got the Green Bay Packers in Dallas. Against the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna root for the Dallas Cowboys. For a few reasons, because I have been lucky to go to one NFL playoff game. And that was against it was at Jerry the World, AT&T Stadium. It was the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Detroit Lions, where Dallas barely won. And then they went to Green Bay and lost because of it wasn't a catch debacle. So it was the Detroit Lions Cowboys game before that. I don't remember the year, but that was a lot of fun. I was rooting for the Lions because that's just my thing. To just be me. So I'm going to be rooting for the Cowboys in this instance. And speaking of the Lions, the late game for tomorrow night is LA Rams not hosting at Detroit. And I want the Lions to win. it would be nice for the Lions to advance. So that is going to be my prediction. Then we have the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday going to Buffalo. And I want Buffalo to win. They deserve it. And then we have, finally, the Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay. And, I don't know what's up with the Philadelphia Eagles. They were a powerhouse. They were the number one NFC seed, and they could have locked it up weeks ago, and then they basically have been falling apart. And I'm gonna say Tampa Bay, because the Eagles have looked not good. Which is a shame because they started off really strong. So good luck to anybody who's rooting. If there's a team that you like that I did not pick, well, I do hope that they win for you, because I am always about the positivity. I just gave you my personal opinion. And I'm going to try and enjoy the football games for what they are. But, I hope you're warm. It's going to be cold. And chase your dreams. Life is too short to let things pass you by. And, find something that you want to do, try new things, and just explore, just just do it, basically. And there's nothing right or wrong to, try researching new avenues, seeing if, finding a new job, picking up a new hobby, even if you don't stick with it, at least, try it. You never know. Because you don't want to live life in regret. You don't want to go, well, I would have liked to done this, but I never did. It's like, don't live in regret. Because I say this all the time. It is okay to fail. Because failure means that you have tried. Failure means that you put in effort. It's okay that you didn't succeed. And I'm proud of you for trying. And, you're never too old. You're never too young to try new things. And I genuinely believe that. And I honestly think that is the best thing in the world. And if you try new things, you might like them, or you might not. But I'm really proud of everyone. Um, and it's it's a, it's a testament um, to versatilities and a good bill of mental health. And with your mental well-being, you have to ask a lot of questions. Because maybe you love your life and you don't want to change it. That's fantastic. But for the people who, they don't know who they are or what they are, or maybe they want to change. Change is not bad in my eyes. To me, change is hard. I don't like change. But I have mentioned last year that I kind of changed college football teams, trying to find myself. I'm currently in the process of trying to find myself, trying to find who I am, trying to make my mental health much better, and trying to find my happy. And I think nothing but love. And I do my research, and change is very hard. And I've been excited that I'm going through with it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I've been this way for, my entire life, but it's like, I'm gonna change and, find me. And I have found a new perspective with, no allegiance. I can enjoy something, kind of like a neutral party. Like when I watch, the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans, in a little bit, I don't really have a horse in the game. I would like the Browns to win, but I would be happy with either or. I just, I'm enjoying football, and so I think that's fantastic. I'm just enjoying it for what it is. A better experience that way, in my opinion. But lifting people up, spreading the good vibes, and it's remarkable what people can do. And so I'm rooting for you, and finding what's best for you. I'll give you an example. And it could be big, it can be small. Maybe you want to maybe you want to I am so sorry. So The last couple seconds for you has been many minutes for me. So I was talking. I'm in my apartment. I'm talking, to you for my podcast, and my finger started going numb. Because it was snowing, and I use my hand when I talk. Excuse me. And it was snowing in my apartment. I looked at my window. There was a lot of snow. And so I have spent a little bit of cleaning up my window mantle. Because I record right by the window. My window wasn't really open. But it'd be cold. It'd be cold and it'd be snowing. So, but thought you would get a nice laugh from that. I want to snow really bad. I did. There's a few people who they all have snow, but me. I want to snow really, really bad. Well, I got it. I even got a little snowed on. I'm good. My fingers are good. It is really cold. And so I'm happy. I'm prepared. And it wasn't numb, but when there's cold and you don't know why, it's like, oh, okay. And so fingers just felt a little weird. That's what I'm trying to explain. But stay warm out there because it is cold. Oh, I was going to give examples. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled. Episodes? Examples. My brain is having a hard time braining. So, my dad, before he died, he wanted to learn computers. Never really into technology. Was never his thing. But I got him into computers, got him phones, and he had like a 8-inch TV, a very, very small TV, many, many moons ago, when I lived with him, and I got him a big TV, and I set everything up. It was a TV. It was actually very cool because it was much better than the one that I had. But the reason why I got it for him was because it had a built-in CD player, DVD player, and it was to the side. It was pretty cool. And that lasted him until he died. And I tried giving him everything that he could to find us happy, and I'm sure I did my job. I firmly believe that over the last couple of years, I did my job, and starting Legos with my mom. You're never too old or too young to do things. I know somebody who just got into gaming and they're 70. I think that's fantastic. So, chase your dreams, finding new hobbies, new thing that you like. The only thing that's stopping you is your brain. So, I'm sending everybody good vibes and all the happiness. I'm gonna wrap this up because I can't get the bottom half of my window shut. It's shut, but it's not latching. So I'm gonna put my towel down and I gotta do a few things. But love you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday. And be safe. And I bid you all adieu.